Good morning folks, good morning. You join me today on one of my £17 Club 50 ScotRail day outs. And we're headed through to Glasgow to once again get lost in the middle of Glasgow. We've come somewhere brand new. We're going to try and walk into the city centre from Scotstoun. Got the train out to Scotstoun station and we're going to try and walk all the way back in via various different places. So why Scotstoun? Well, I thought I'd try and document this before a big event happens here in 2026. Yep, here in this area there's something happening. So what happened was Brisbane in Australia, the Gold Coast, bid for the Commonwealth Games and won. So they were ready to host the Commonwealth Games and then they ran out of money. So they needed somebody to step in and try and host the games. So this little area here in Glasgow thought, oh, we'll do it. The Commonwealth will come to Scotstoun in Glasgow in 2026. Now Glasgow did host the Commonwealth Games about 10 years ago, I think it was. I can't remember. In Hampden. It was a huge big affair. This time it's going to be a lot more stripped down. They've only got 2 years to hold it, or to organise it. And it says here in this housing estate. Oh, only in Scotland. But anyway, there's a little stadium down here called Scotstoun Stadium. And this is where they're going to hold the Commonwealth Games. It's very similar to back in the 70s and early 80s when Meadowbank in Edinburgh held the games on a very small venue. So I thought we'll go and check it out while we're here. Document it, and then maybe in 2 years' time, when the games are here, we'll come back and compare. So the train coming through was absolutely rammed. Usual short on carriages, short on staff, and there's a big Celtic Aberdeen game on today. So a lot of the Celtic and Aberdeen supporters were on that train. So it was standing room only. Luckily I got a wee seat stuck in the corner, but it was very, very busy, folks. So I think the train I'm getting back is just before the football finishes, so hopefully it shouldn't be quite as bad. Anyway, here we are walking down to the stadium at Scotstoun. So there's our first look at the stadium. Looks a bit like a school. It's behind the gate there, so hopefully we can see better up here. This gets used by Glasgow Warriors rugby team as well, and here, so I think it's set up for rugby at the moment. But hopefully we can catch the actual stadium. Seen it coming past on the train briefly. I'm not sure if you can actually get in though. This is it here. So there we go, folks. The scene of the what will be the 2026 Commonwealth Games. So there we go. There's the stadium over there, Scotstoun Stadium, which will be converted to the Commonwealth Stadium. There it is, right in the middle of Scotstoun, Glasgow. Right, so we're not going to get really into the stadium, but this is a little view here we'll get. There we go. It's hard to actually film through the barrier here, but this will be the home stretch. 100 metres and other athletics there, and they'll put a false stands around here, obviously like they did in Edinburgh. So this is where the race. This will be the start of the 400 metres. But yeah, that's it, folks. This is where it's all going to happen. Hard to believe, isn't it? Right, we'll try and get a further look up here. Yeah, me and my sister, we went to the Edinburgh Commonwealth Games in I think it was 84 at Meadowbank in Edinburgh. You've probably seen it on a couple of my older videos. And Meadowbank now is virtually no more. It's just like a football kind of pitch now and a sports centre. And this is basically what this is. It's just a sports centre with an athletics track. Don't want to film too much today because there's kids running. There we go, there's another wee look at the track there and the main stand. Right, here's the other side of the athletics track here. These are the temporary stands for the rugby at the moment. Let's see if we can see through here. Right, so that's the other side. I think that stadium, well, that stand there will be moved and a bigger one put in its place. That'll be the back straight. So they'll be putting temporary stands all the way up here, like up against the track. So good on them, good on Scotstoun for volunteering in Glasgow. They couldn't get Hampden because it's too much work needing done, I think, at Hampden, and too expensive. These are going to be a cheaper version of the games. I think they've cut back on the number of events, and it's not going to be as big as normal. But Glasgow will step in, Scotstoun will step in and do the best they can here at the Scotstoun Sports Campus Glasgow. As I say, at the minute it's really hard to believe that a big major sporting event is coming to this little part of Glasgow. But yeah, hopefully we should come back and check on how it's going on over the next year or so. But just thought I'd document this, just look back on. Maybe you can come to the games, you never know, might get tickets for the games. I didn't go in the last Glasgow ones, but maybe now that I've been here, we'll come and get tickets for Scotstoun 2026. Not quite the same as the Gold Coast Brisbane 26, is it? Scotstoun Glasgow 26. Not quite as glamorous. But yeah, one last look there. There we go. So as part of the complex over there's the National Badminton Centre by the looks of things. Maybe that'll get used as well. I know they're going to be using the Chris Hoy Arena, which is for the velodrome. That's already built up beside Celtic Park, as the Emirates Stadium also up beside Celtic Park as well. They were used for the last Commonwealth Games, so they will be reused for various events. The swimming pool will be at Bells Hill. I think the pool's there from the last Commonwealth Games too, so all the facilities are more or less here, apart from the stadium here. So this should cope okay on the downsized games. Right, need to find our way out of here now, out of the Scotstoun complex campus, and find our way back down to the next point of interest in this Let's Get Lost in Glasgow walk. Just going to get a quick selfie here just to say I've been.